Good morning, my dear students, and a very warm welcome to all of you in this e-learning program. I hope you remember we are doing which lesson. Yes, it's your favorite lesson, which is stars and solar system. This is the lesson, friends, which we are doing. I hope you have enjoyed the session till day. Now, in our today's session, we'll start with the content that we did in our last lecture. What we started in our last lecture. I hope you remember we have done about the complete 8 planets of the solar system. Yes, in our last lecture, we focused on the entire solar system planets. So, the system, it is the part of the universe and where there is a sun and 8 planets are revolving around it. All these 8 planets are having their own satellites, and there are number of other bodies like asteroids, comets, meteorites. All these things, what do they make? Solar system. I hope you already know the definition of it. So whenever solar system is asked, the keywords should be included. Sun is the basic, the important star, which is occupying about more than 99% of the total volume of the solar system. Sun, along with it 8 planets that are revolving around it, meteors, comets, asteroids, and the satellites that are moving around the planets. All these things, what do they make up? They make up the solar system. Coming on to the content of the day, that is the important part of the solar system, which is sun. If we talk about sun, then it is believed, we already know that first of all it is a star. It is the most nearest one to us. बहुत ही नज़दीक है हमारे, इसीलिए ही हम उससे इतने अच्छे से देख पाते हैं. It is believed that sun was formed about 5 billion crore years ago, and it may continue to give light to us for about 5 billion more years. It is believed that sun is in its young age these days. In our solar system, if we talk about the complete part, then total life of the sun is about 10 billion के जिसमें से 5 billion is over, rest 5 is remaining, और rest 5 duration के लिए वो हमें constantly they will give us the light. Mercury is very hot during the day and very cold at the night. Venus is covered with a thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide, and so it is a very hot planet. यही चीज मैंने आपको कल भी कही थी कि why is Venus the hottest planet, although Mercury is very near to it. More proportion of carbon dioxide is formed on the Venus, इसी वजह से it is the hottest planet. ये main reason है. Proportion of carbon dioxide आपने पढ़ा ही है about the greenhouse effect and all that things. जितना ज़्यादा proportion कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का एटमॉस्फेयर में रहता है उतना ही ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम होता है. So the atmosphere temperature rises, and hence carbon dioxide, because it is found more on the surface of the Venus, it is the hottest planet. Mars is a reddish planet. It has white polar caps which glow larger in the winter. And how does the sun produce energy? It produces energy due to the fusion of hydrogen into helium. Yes, this is one of the important part. Nuclear fission and fusion reactions that are taking place. तो sun में क्या होता है? Sun is formed of which gas? Sun is formed of hydrogen and helium. जब भी hydrogen when two hydrogen nuclei are combining, then what will they form? They'll form a helium nuclei, and during this lots of energy. This is the nuclear fusion reaction. Fusion means two elements are combining. ओके, डांस फ्यूजन, फ्यूजन फॉर्म ऑफ डांस मीन्स व्हाट, बहुत सारे सॉन्ग्स में से आप एक एक उठा लेते हैं, वन लाइन ऑफ ऑल, दैट यू कॉल इट एज फ्यूजन डांस। वैसे यहाँ पे न्यूक्लियर फ्यूजन रिएक्शन, मतलब कि दो अलग अलग न्यूक्लियाई, ज़रूरी नहीं है दो अलग अलग ही, बट सेम एलिमेंट के भी दो न्यूक्लियाई जब कंबाइन होते हैं, दैट टाइम इट इज कॉल्ड एज न्यूक्लियर फ्यूजन रिएक्शन। दो तरीके के न्यूक्लियर रिएक्शन है, आइदर इट इज फ्यूजन और फिजन। दिस इज द फ्यूजन वन, और उल्टा जब आप करेंगे तब वो होएगा फिजन। फिजन मीन्स व्हाट, स्प्लिटिंग अप ऑफ अ न्यूक्लियाई, one nucleus into two nuclei. And here fusion means what, two or more number of nucleus, they will combine and they'll form one nuclei. So this is about what we have to note down. Or important part over here is this much, 5 billion years पहले वो जन्मा था, and another 5 billion years it will give us total of its age. And why is Venus the hottest planet? This point and this point. These are the only things which you have to mark. Please mark it quickly. It's on page number 1414. I hope you have marked it. Now let's move further on the next content, which is asteroids. What is now asteroid? While the formation of the universe, what happened was, जब यूनिवर्स का फॉर्मेशन हो रहा था तब सम ऑफ द रॉक्स दे फेल्ड टू गेट असेंबल इनटू अ प्लैनेट बिकॉज ऑफ द हाई ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स ऑफ द जुपिटर। जुपिटर का ग्रेविटी इतना था कि उन्होंने, मतलब that planet didn't allow the formation of the next planet. If we talk about our entire solar system, then this is our solar system, where we have Dadaji over here, suppose that is the Sun Dada, and उनके आसपास we all know that the planets are revolving. Now we are going to talk about only two planets, and their orbits we'll talk about. Two planets we are going to talk about. Among them, one is this, which is Mars. Another one is this, which is Jupiter. अब ये जब फॉर्मेशन हो रहा था तब मार्स और जुपिटर का फॉर्मेशन हो चुका था, एंड सम ऑफ द रॉक्स दे वर ट्राइंग टू गेट असेंबल इनटू अ प्लैनेट बट दे कुडंट फॉर्म द प्लैनेट. व्हाई? बिकॉज of the gravitational force of the Jupiter. So those chunks, they remained in that in the space over there, those rocks of different shapes, and they are moving within this belt. अलग अलग शेप्स के हैं. अलग अलग शेप के rocks, they are constantly moving in the belt between Mars and Jupiter, and these rocks are called as asteroids. They couldn't get assembled into a planet, and they are constantly moving around the sun because of the gravitational force of the sun. So, what are asteroids? These are bigger rock pieces that are moving around the sun, between which two planets, Mars and Jupiter. It is believed that gravitational pull of the Jupiter was so high that it didn't allow this rock pieces to get assembled into a planet. अभी तक का जो लार्जेस्ट नोन एस्टेरॉइड है, इट इज द Sirius, and its radius is of about 350 kilometer, and the smallest is the one which is 100 meter in size. ये देखा पाया जा रहा है, and this is said that it might have broken due to the gravitational effect of Jupiter. So because of the high gravitational force of the Jupiter, it got broken up, the very big planet, and that planet's pieces are moving around this belt. Pieces are maybe of any shape, it may be of irregular shape. Okay, so this is about the asteroids. Please mark this. Also mark where do they lie between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Complete marking it. That was about asteroids. Moving on the next particular content, that is comet. Now what is comet and what it is made up of and how it is moving? When you saw the entire video, at the end it was given that around the sun everything is like some of the icy substance, they are moving in which orbit, in the elliptical orbit around the sun, very far away. This is sun, and around sun in the elliptical orbit some of the icy substance, a cloud of gases which is called as cloud of earth, is moving around the sun in the elliptical orbit. That is different from the orbits of the planets. If suppose the planets are moving in this way, then the comets will move in this direction, like opposite it is always. So in this way it is moving. Now when this cloud gases, when they are near the sun, and sometimes they go very much away from the sun. We are talking about the comets. What are comets? These are the icy gas-like thing. When they are moving around the sun, when they are near the sun, what will happen? We are over here on the earth. This is our earth where we are staying. Now from earth, when we are observing the comet, when it is near the sun, what will happen? It's all the gases will get vaporized, and we will not be able to visualize it. Now when we go away from the sun at that time, what will happen? When it is going away from the sun at that time, again all those gases will again like without getting vaporized, they'll get converted into icy structure, which we can see in the form of the tail. So when viewed from the earth, it appears to be a tailed star. Okay, in Gujarati it is called as Puchadiyo Taro, but like its tail is not permanent, nor like it's a tailed star, a star with a tail. Its tail is moreover also not permanent. It is only when it is going away from the sun. So this is about the comets. They are heavenly orbits which are moving around the sun in very large orbits. They are collection of the material like the bright glowing ball with a long glowing tail. Head is made up of heavy particles which are attracted towards the sun, and the tail contains dust and gases. Tail always points away from the sun, and it becomes longer as the comet comes closer to the sun. When the comet enters the Earth's atmosphere, it burns up due to the air or the friction, and the burning comet, it is producing the shower of meteors or meteorites, that is the shooting star. Okay. So please read the content. Moving on to the next topic, which is comets. Now what are comets? They are the heavenly bodies which are moving around the sun in a very large orbit. Their path is somewhat different than the path of the planets. Suppose this is sun. If this is our orbit, here we have Mother Earth. Then in this way we have the orbit of the comets. Okay. This is the Earth. This is Sun. This over here you have comets. In this way, the comets will move. The well-known comet is the Halley's Comet, which is generally seen at the interval of about 76 years. हर 76 years के बाद Halley's Comet दिखता है. Comets are also called as tail star, and this tail is because of the icy and dusty structures. When the comet is coming near the sun, all its heat will get vaporized, and when viewed from the earth, it is a tail star. Its tail is not permanent, moreover, it is just the gases that get vaporized. So comet, what it is? It is a large, loose collection of the material and appears as a bright glowing ball with long glowing tail. Its head is containing heavy particles that are attracted towards the sun, that contains dust and gases. Tail of the comet, it always points away from the sun, क्योंकि वो gases है वो vapor होते हैं, तो it is moving away from the sun. एंड वो जैसे ही नज़दीक आता है सन के, द टेल विल बिकम लॉन्गर. And as I talked to you, the Halley's Comet, it is seen at the interval of 76 years. Mark down this content, mark this content, then we will move further. I hope you have marked. When a comet is entering the Earth's atmosphere, because of the friction of the air, it will start burning. And what will they form? They will form the meteors or shooting stars. Best known comet, याद रखना है आपको, Halley's Comet, which was last seen in 1986, and it is seen nearly after every 76 years. The last line was the most important line. Moving on, the next particular thing, which is the meteors and meteorite. What are meteors? You already know that there are rocks, very much big rocks, chunks which are moving in the space. These very big stones or metallic pieces, when they are passing nearby the earth, then like suppose over here, like there are many big rocks. Now when they come near in the whole of the space they are. Now when they will enter into the gravitational field of the earth, suppose the earth's gravity is in this way, this much is its field. Okay, and imagine that a rock, irregularly shaped rock, it entered the earth's atmosphere. Okay, where did it enter? It entered the earth's atmosphere. Now because it that is in the gravity, so what will earth do? Earth will try to pull it towards itself. So when it will enter into the earth's atmosphere range, at that time what will happen? It will start burning due to friction. Because it will start burning due to friction, a streak of light will be seen, that is called as shooting star, or in common ways you might have heard about the टूटता हुआ तारा. Okay, तारा टूटता नहीं है, but it's generally called like that. When it is entering the Earth's atmosphere, it will start burning due to friction and the light will become visible. So meteors, they travel at very high speeds. When the meteors enter the Earth's atmosphere, they get heated up due to air friction. They become visible. Meteors are seen in the bright as a bright streak of light flashing at the moment they come across the sky. They burn out almost completely before reaching the Earth's surface, and if it is not burned on its centric, not completely, then it will land on the earth and it is called as meteorite. They are having different sizes from small pebbles to weighing of tons. टन्स, मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा proportion में उनका weight रह सकता है. So this is very important part. The entire meteor, read it quickly. I hope you have read it. The next content which you are having is the difference between the star and the planet. This is what is the difference between the star and the planet given. First of all, it is composition. Stars are made up of gases, while planets are made up of all the thick solid like material, not only the gases. If we talk about the size, then stars are very much bigger as compared to the size of the planets. Planets, they are having different size depending on their on what they are composed of. If we talk about number, then there are about 10 raised to 22 stars, but in our solar system we are having only 8 planets. Next is source of energy in stars, that is produced by nuclear fission, but for us we are possessing the thermal energy that is present deep inside the core part. Next to source of light, they have their own, while we if at all Earth is viewed from this space, it is appearing shining because of the light which is falling on it of the sun, and it is reflecting the same light. Physical appearance, stars they generally twinkle while planets do not twinkle. Position of the sky, if we talk about star, then at a particular time at night it remains almost unchanged, while the position of planets it generally appears to change. Movement, all the stars they move from east to west except pole star that doesn't move, while planets they move from west to east except Uranus that moves from east to west. Along with Uranus you also have Venus. Okay, write down and read it. Read the entire difference once again. Let's move further on the next particular topic, that is the difference between a star and meteorite. What is a star? Star is generally a huge mass of gases, while what is meteor? Meteor is the rocky material and it has a tail that is containing dust and the gas. If we talk about star, it is having its own light, but it will meteorite, it will glow when it is entering the Earth's atmosphere because of the friction of the air. Then comes the next important topic, which is artificial satellites. If we talk about artificial satellites, then Chandrayaan 2, the major heartbreaking moment that India faced. Just last few seconds were left for the landing of Chandrayaan 2, and we lost the connections with it. We all saw even in the news how much depressed the entire ISRO was during this moment, and not even ISRO, but also the whole of the earth. We all witnessed its takeoff, and like one of the major important moment for India was this Chandrayaan 2, where we had not spread the less amount, you all know about it. But then too, our scientists, they tried their best, and whatever they have done till day, even you have already seen this in Mission Mangal, the movie, how our scientists are always fighting, and they have given their best. Yes, we cannot refuse on this fact. I know students, you have already seen it in the Mission Mangal movie, but yet it was like I thought that we'll just have a look at it. What are artificial satellites? As we are having moon as a natural satellite which is moving around the earth in the same way, we are also preparing satellites, and we are sending it in the space, and it is a man-made object that is moving around the planet. The first artificial satellite called Sputnik 1 was launched by Russia, that is USSR, and after that many countries have launched a number of artificial satellites. The first Indian satellite was launched 19th April 1975. After that we have launched a series of satellites, but the very first one was Aryabhatta. In the memory of Aryabhatta, the name was given as Aryabhatta. Now you are having the big name. That is, after that we had launched Bhaskaravan, Rohini, Apple, SOS 3. India has also launched the series of INSAT. Now, what is the full form of INSAT? It stands for Indian National Satellite. A big number of series of INSAT also has been launched by us. Yes, it's 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, 2E, 3C and 3E. If I talk about the types of satellites, then there are two types of satellites. One is geostationary satellite and another one is sun synchronous satellite. What is the meaning of the word geostationary satellite? Geo means earth, stationary means steady. मतलब क्या है, व्यू फ्रॉम द अर्थ इट अपीयर्स टू बी स्टेडी. ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? क्योंकि सैटेलाइट तो कॉन्स्टेंटली मूव करते हैं, बट बिकॉज Earth and satellite both are moving at same speed, we feel that satellite is stationary because its revolution period is also of 24 hours जो हमारा है. And it is at what height? Its height is at about 36,000 kilometers. Geostationary satellite is a satellite used generally for satellite communication, for TV, for cellular phone, for fax. And how is the satellite communicating? This is the TV transmission example given to us. Here is the TV set which is sending the signals, and from the antenna the signals are sent to the main poles. The poles are then sending it to the major poles, and these poles are sending it to the earth, to the main satellite over here. The signals are transmitted, and from here the communication satellite, the signals are sent to the earth station back, and we are reverting it back through antenna. And for there are very big transponders. Transponder means what? It is made up of two words. Okay. Transponder. What is transponder? It is transmitter plus responder. X stands for trans. ट्रांसमीटर प्लस रिस्पॉन्डर, मतलब वो ट्रांसमिट भी करेगा एंड रिस्पॉन्ड भी करेगा. जब उसके पास सिग्नल्स आएंगे तब वो वही सिग्नल्स है वो वापस भेज देगा. जैसे कि यू आर एबल टू सी द लाइव टेलीकास्ट ऑफ एनी ऑफ द IPL मैचेस. हाउ? और एनी ऑफ द मैच, आप किसी का भी लाइव टेलीकास्ट देख सकते हैं. बिकॉज द सिग्नल्स आर सेंड टू द सैटेलाइट्स विल सेंड इट टू द ओरिजिनल मेन सैटेलाइट वेयर एवर नीडेड. Even our phones and everything is working with the help of satellites. Satellite communication, the picture and the sound are transmitted or first converted into electrical signals with the help of a video camera. फिर वो signals है वो transmit किए जाते हैं और receive किए जाते हैं transponder से. ऑडियो और वीडियो सिग्नल्स को बहुत बड़ा करके एम्पलीफाई करके वापस अर्थ पे भेजा जाता है जहाँ डेस्टिनेशन होता है. And what are they located? About 36,000 kilometers away from the Earth's surface. Signals are they cover a large area on the Earth. क्योंकि we cannot send it by any other means. Only way we are having is these rays. So through their antenna it will transmit, and again after amplification it will send the signals back to our TV sets or cell phone. To connect all the places, at least 3 communication satellites are generally used, and for intercontinental telecommunication, 2 or more communication satellites are linked together. एक continent से दूसरे continent पे जब बात करनी हो at that time, more than 2 number of satellites are used. One is not sufficient. Then comes sun synchronous satellite, or you can say remote sensing. Remote sensing की टेक्निक क्या होती है? रिमोट क्या होता है? आपके घर में टीवी है, उसका एक रिमोट है, अब आप ऑन करते तो खुद ही ऑन हो जाता है. यू डोंट नीड टू गेट अप एंड टर्न ऑन द स्विच कि वो ऑन हो, या उसकी कोई आप ऐसे बटन्स होते होंगे बट यू डोंट यूज इट, यू यूज द रिमोट. दूर से रह के आप उससे ऑडिट कर सकते हो, आप उससे चला सकते हो. सो लाइक व्हेन यू आर फार इट you are able to do it. That is what it is, a remote sensing. Remote means what? Without touching you get the information. Sense means what? You can tell what it is. So sun synchronous satellite, it is a remote sensing satellite कि जिसके बारे में हमें कोई भी चीज़ के बारे में पता चल सकता है without actually coming in touch of that. What are these things? These are collecting the forestry data. हमको पता चल जाता है, बहुत बार सुनामी आती है, वी कम टू नो फर्स्ट विद द हेल्प ऑफ सैटेलाइट्स. इवन काफ़ी सारी बातों के बारे में हमें बाद में पता चलता है, सैटेलाइट्स थ्रू हमें इमेजेस पहले मिल जाती हैं. प्रिपेयरिंग वेस्टलैंड मैप्स, कलेक्टिंग द अंडरग्राउंड सर्विस. अब पता कैसे चलता है कि ग्राउंड में यहाँ पे इस डेप्थ पे लगभग ये मेटल अवेलेबल है? It is just through remote sensing. The drought assessment, estimation of the crop yield, everything can be estimated by the remote sensing satellites. I wish to inform you that last year our school had organized a trip to GMIT, that is GMIT College, where we met one of the scientist from ISRO, and he gave us all the information कि कैसे क्रॉप की डिजीज के बारे में सैटेलाइट्स बता सकते हैं. And it was a very good event that was organized last year. We hope to see you back again with this kind of things. So this is about the sun synchronous satellite. Please read it, then we'll move further. The next part and the last part of the lesson is this, which is the uses of artificial satellites. कहाँ कहाँ use होते हैं? It is used in weather forecasting, for satellite communication, for the transmission of the signals from television as well as radio, for locating all the mineral resources, and for collecting all the information about the other planets and even the outer space. Uses of artificial satellites is one of the very important use that can come in the exams. And my dear students, with this we finish up with this lesson. We complete this lesson over here. I hope you enjoyed this session, and lots of information we also collected beyond the textbook. So that's all for today. Thank you so much, my dear students, for listening to me, and have a very good day. Bye bye. Next time we'll meet with the new chapter.